We are here in Remax Professionals in beautiful Westlands, Nairobi, Kenya. And we're excited to share with you a partnership that we are in the process of establishing that we really believe is going to be the answer to a lot of questions and hopefully even help some of our clients overcome some obstacles and hurdles in their desires and ambitions to purchase or sell real estate here in Kenya. With me today is Juliet. Juliet, do you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Juliet. I am a real estate professional based in Nairobi, Kenya. So I am specifically in this Remax branch in Nairobi called Remax Professionals. So if you want to reach out to us through social media or through website, we are there as Remax Professionals.
Very good. So tell us a little bit about how did you end up in the real estate industry?
Oh, great. So how I ended up in the real estate industry is actually, I was doing sales and marketing for a networking company. Through my connections and networks in the company, I got a referral for an interview in a real estate company. At the time, I did not know what I was getting into. But when I got there, I passed the interview and I started off my journey. So 4 years later, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, so through my journey and through the processes that I've gone through, I have interacted with very many developers, homeowners, and also investors across the world. Yeah.
Wow. And my name is Andy Miller. I'm a licensed real estate agent in Indiana and in Ohio. But not a stranger to Kenya. I've been in and out of Kenya since 2007. And so coming up on 20 years that I've been in and out of the country, and I love it here. And looking forward to working together with you to serve more of our friends, both here locally and around the world too.
Great. Yeah. So how did you end up loving our country?
Yeah. So back in 2007, I came on a short-term 2-week mission trip. And when I left, I loved it, but I didn't know if I would ever come back.
Okay.
Long story short, little did I know what God had in store. And we actually lived in Thika. My wife and I and our oldest daughter lived in Thika for a year. I have 3 daughters. They all have Swahili names. And yeah, so we love this country. I'm here at least twice a year, in and out. I'm also a pastor at home, and a lot of the members of our congregation there are from Kenya. Oh, and awesome. So when you come to visit us, you'll hear a lot of Swahili back and forth there as well.
Great. I look forward to coming.
That's right. Get your passport ready. That's right. That's right. Juliet, we're excited about this partnership that we're establishing here under the Remax brand, which is a powerful international company, well-known, well-respected. Remax has a lot of the highest producing agents around the world. We have a lot of relationships, and that's how we got introduced, actually, was through Remax. One of the things that I'm excited about is how us working together is going to be able to help Kenyans in the diaspora do their real estate transactions back here at home, anywhere in the country, right? We're not limited to one corner of the country.
Absolutely.
And so let's talk a little bit about what that partnership looks like. If somebody wants to buy a house or sell a house or land or whatever it looks like, let's talk a little bit about how that partnership goes.
Okay, so right off the bat, you will be working with seasoned agents from Kenya and USA. So that is Andy from the USA and myself from Kenya. So how the partnership works is that we will be able to, the clients from the USA will be able to get in touch with Andy and then be able to start the process, and Andy will take them through the whole process from the beginning to the end on that side. And then once they get connected to Andy, Andy will connect them to us. So we'll be able to work together. So the Remax Professionals in Kenya, what we do on the ground is basically do due diligence for our clients. We'll also do property marketing and content creation to sell your property. And then in addition to that, we also do things like property management. We also do selling of property, and yeah, that's basically it.
That's great. So you're really getting two real estate professionals that are going to help you throughout the process.
Yes.
Not only helping you navigate everything, but you also have two sets of eyes on everything that's going on. The same way that Juliet is going to have a client file in her office, I'll also have your client file in my office. So that we always have the same information that's available. If there's a question or a concern anywhere throughout the way, throughout the process, either one of us are going to be available to help out with anything that may come up.
Yeah, and for the diaspora clients, you don't have to worry about being handed over to someone else that you don't know, because Andy will be able to hold your hand through the whole process, from when you list your property or when you want to buy property to when you actually complete the sales process.
That's right.
Yes.
So Julia, in addition to helping our clients sell real estate, buy real estate, what are some other services that RE/MAX professionals might be able to help with?
Okay, so we also offer what we call appraisals or property valuation. So this means that if you have a property in Kenya that you do not know the value of, we have a team in-house that will be able to assist you get the actual value, so that you can get the most benefit from what you have. The other thing that we offer is property management. For now, we are doing property management locally, but in future we would be happy to open it up specifically for the diaspora market. Finally, we do marketing. Sales and marketing for our clients. So once you list our property with us, we will ensure that we put it up on the market and actually do targeted marketing that will get the specific client that you're looking for.
Great.
Yes.
In the event that someone needs help with financing, do you have relationships with some local lenders or banks that could assist with mortgages and financing some projects?
Yes, we do. We have great relationships with some of the local banks here in Kenya. So once you get in touch with Andy as a diaspora client, and then he gets in touch with us, we'll be able to connect, RE/MAX professionals will be able to connect you to the banks that you will require the financing from.
Perfect. So Juliet, we've all heard the horror stories. We've all heard the stories of someone wants to invest in something back home or build something back home, and then when they come to check up on it, there's nothing there. One of the things with working with us under the RE/MAX brand, not only are you getting, like we've said, some seasoned agents that are going to do everything that we can to establish trust for our agents with great communication, but there's also some security that comes with our brand, with our company under the RE/MAX umbrella. RE/MAX is headquartered in Colorado in the United States, has been in business since 1973, so it's a well-established company. What are some other things that we can do between our relationship that probably no other brokerage or no other agents are doing to help reinforce that when clients trust us with their projects, that what they anticipate getting accomplished is truly going to be accomplished? How can we help establish that trust, whether it's through due diligence or communication or whatever? What are some of those things that we can put into place?
Okay, first of all, we do prior due diligence for all of our clients. For example, if you're looking for property in Kenya, and we have properties listed already. So before we list any property, we usually do a background check on the property, the listing that we want to list. So we do the necessary title searches. We make sure the price that you have, the landowner or the property owner has given us is the same as what is in the valuation reports. So when you're buying property, you actually get the exact price that you're looking for. The other thing is transparent communication. We as RE/MAX professionals have an open door policy, even in our office. this just encourages both the agents and also the customers coming in to know that we are here for you. You can come into our doors at any time, and we'll be able to have a listening ear. Because of the geographical differences, we will ensure that we do a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, and frequent reports for you, that you may be able to know how your property or how your listing is going about. Yeah, so those are just some of the few things that we ensure we gain trust from our clients through.
Good.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons that I partner personally with the RE/MAX brand is because I do believe that there's a higher level of professionalism within our company, and there's established connections and relationships that not only benefits us, but it helps us offer a greater service to our clients as well. And so for that and for our partnership, I'm really, really excited. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And for those that are watching, if you would have any questions, or if you'd like to get this process started, or just ask some more questions about some specific needs or goals that you may have when it comes to transacting in real estate here in Kenya, please feel free to reach out. I'm available either by phone or on WhatsApp as well at area code 260-403-1283, and then I'm happy to connect you with Juliet as well. Juliet, before we go, any final words that you want to share?
No, I'm just excited about this partnership, and I hope that the diaspora clients will be able to find a home in both the RE/MAX in the US, RE/MAX Results, and also in RE/MAX Nairobi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to working with you soon.
Yes.
We're going to jump over and talk with Ruth, one of the broker owners, just to talk a little bit more about the RE/MAX brand and some of the additional efforts that they put into place in taking care of their clients. So we'll go over to Ruth here in just a moment.
Great. Thank you.
All right. We're here with Ruth, the owner broker of RE/MAX Professionals here in beautiful Westlands. We just heard from Juliet. And so Ruth, would you share with us a little bit about your professional history, especially as it pertains to the real estate world?
Okay. Yes, my name is Ruth, and I co-own the broker office with my colleague, and we've done this since 2018. So as pertains to my background, I actually did accounting as a profession, but over time morphed to where I am now in real estate, and experience in everything that we've done in the past comes to play here as well. So I don't discount my background in what I'm doing here. And yes, briefly, that is what we've done. We've run the office, like I've said, from 2018, and we are happy with the far we've come. And we are glad that we do it under RE/MAX as a brand. I think that's very important to highlight that. And yes, so briefly, that's us.
Wonderful,
Yes,
wonderful. Yes. So you mentioned RE/MAX. What, in your experience with RE/MAX and your experience in the real estate world in Kenya, what would you say are some of the things that RE/MAX can bring to a transaction here in Kenya that no other real estate company can offer?
Okay. The biggest thing that RE/MAX brings is a brand name, a name that is internationally known, because sometimes people reach out to us because the name is familiar, especially those who have come across the brand from US, which is where the parent company is. And that's the head office, of course, where it's located. So the people who come to us basically because they've seen the brand and it's renowned internationally. The other thing that works for us is the network, because when we're selling property in RE/MAX, you're not limited to a region, an area of Nairobi or the country. You're not limited to renting or selling. You're multifaceted as an agent, sorry. So if you pick up a property, you can pick up a property anywhere in Kenya to sell or to rent. Now, that is an advantage over some of our competitors who limit their agents to certain areas and a certain type of transaction, whether a rental or a sale. Then in addition to that, the network of agents, any agent can sell another agent's property. And what they do after that on success is the share commission. So that counts as a big thing, because I'm not limited to only what I listed. I am free to sell any other property that my colleagues in the office have listed as an agent. So that is also a big thing amongst us. So we encourage that kind of teamwork and that kind of sharing. And the more we list, then of course that means the more the portfolio that agents can sell or rent from each other's listings.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
So when someone's working with a RE/MAX Professionals agent, they're not only working with that one agent, really they're working with your entire team.
In terms of the properties available, they're working with what is available, what has been listed by everyone in the by anyone in the office. So which is important. But there's still that one-on-one interaction with the agent that you will work with, because you still want to be handled as a client, and you want to know who is my agent, who is taking care of my affairs. So you'll still deal with the agent that you're working with, but in terms of access to properties, then the agent you're dealing with has access to all the properties in the office.
That's so good.
Yes, and they can answer questions on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. One of the things that we talked with Juliet about at length was the issue of trust.
Yes.
And as we've shared, a lot of the clients that we'll be working together with are in the diaspora. Clients that possibly even have had some transactions or have heard some stories of things that have not gone well. Anytime you're dealing with people, you have the opportunity for things to not go properly. But what would you say are some things that working with RE/MAX can do either proactively or reactively to build trust in a transaction, and also to work against issues coming up in that transaction?
It's interesting you brought up trust, because actually one of our values as an office and as RE/MAX Kenya, the region under which we operate, one of our core values is trust. Because in this business, you have to have trust. You have to trust that the property you're selling actually belongs to the person who purported to be the owner. So we check on that. We also have to have trust amongst the agents themselves. Remember, I said that any agent can sell or rent what belongs or is listed by another agent. So I need to trust, as an agent, I need to trust that the property you brought in and listed is legally owned by the owner. So trust applies. There also has to be trust even with our fellow staff in the office. Of course, we don't, in as much as we are broker owners, we don't work in isolation. We have a team leader, we have an administrator, and there has to be trust between the agents and the staff in the office. So trust is key. We have to trust even our regional office. I mean, the umbrella that we're operating under, we have to trust the LLC, the head office in the US. So trust cannot be ignored. Now, the real estate industry in Kenya values trust also, because you want to run a transaction from start to end, trusting that the lawyers are working with you, you're trusting that the registry, the lands offices are working with you. So trust is big. In this industry, we can't work without trust.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you mentioned some of those due diligence items, ensuring that if someone is purchasing a plot somewhere, that's truly the plot that some of those due diligence things that we can do to ensure that we're well taken care of. One final question, in addition to trust, one key component of that is communication. What would you say in the area of communication? What would you say is possibly some of the things that set you apart and your agents apart in that area of communicating back and forth with clients and with cooperating agents?
We have given our agents guidelines on how quickly they need to respond to our client, and the hope and trust is that is adhered to, so that communication is timely also, because you want when an inquiry is done, it's promptly responded to. If it's an email, if it's a text, if it's a call, prompt communication, because if it's late communication, sometimes it's no longer relevant. So we need to move with speed. Remember, sometimes even when a client contacts the office or an agent has a lead, this client could be working with any other person. They want to see how quickly will I be attended to. So one key thing is timeliness, and again, openness. I want, when I'm communicating to someone, I'm believable and I'm communicating truth.
Right.
Otherwise, what is the essence of communication if it's not truthful, if it's not trustworthy?
That's right.
So that's the other thing that we really emphasize. And even the things like when one is away, out of town, has traveled, let your fellow agent have a partner, have a colleague who's taking care of your clients in your absence, because needs arise and sometimes people travel, but who have you left handling clients for you? So that whether it's an out of office message or just letting your client know, I'm away, but so and so in the office is also going to attend to you. So I think those are the things in communication that we want our clients to feel that they've not been left alone.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Well, Ruth, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to meet you, and I'm really excited about building this partnership, not only with Juliet, but with your team here in RE/MAX Kenya and RE/MAX Professionals. So thank you again for your time.
Thank you for coming out and reaching out to us as an office, and even to Juliet as an agent. We trust that there will be a lot that will happen between us, and all the best.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.